Greetings, brothers and sisters. Grover nervously checks the room for firearms before his scene with Alec B. Baldwin. One of my viewers sent me, Alec had put up one video, then two videos, and three videos begging for, well, you'll see it in a moment. And it's kind of wonderful. I was sent it on Friday, but I was already done with my video, so I made a video on my other channel, Hollywood Celebrities Dropping Like Flies video on my Apocalypse Now channel yesterday, so I had to wait till today or tomorrow, which will be Sunday, to release this. Let's go to his Instaghoul page. So first of all, he has another, this is another one of his actress, Witches Anon podcast. Actress, screenwriter, producer, and fellow witch Michelle Stafford joins the coven. It's not really a coven because there's only two witches, Hilaria Baldwin and the other one that's supposed to give it legitimacy. But Alec's been pimping this podcast for his wife. Here's the Witches Anon podcast. This woman was on. She's a good witch. And then this one that Alex put things out for both of these. And there's Rachel Doazel, something of the Hamptons, just won't let go. And they're saying this. This is Hilaria. Right? And they're even posting that, like, where she's mocking herself. But this is their Witches Anon podcast. There's, who's that? Hilaria Baldwin's brand deal acts amid fake Spanish heritage controversy. So she's embracing the criticism. And this is, I don't know. But Alec started to post some videos here.
Hey, everybody. It's December. Do that again. Hey, everybody. It's January 5th, the day before my wife's birthday.
You know who else doesn't know the date? JoJo Magoo. He said July 6th. I'll show you that clip in a bit.
It is my wife, Hilaria's birthday tomorrow, January 6th.
Is it Hilaria? Is it Hilaria Baldwin? Is that who? Hilaria? Or is it Hillary? Is it Hilaria or is it Hillary? Is it Hilaria Baldwin or is it Hillary Thomas? Is her legal name Hillary Thomas? Thomas, English muffins? Because she's English and Scottish? Is it Hilaria or Hillary?
We don't attach the same significance to January 6th that other people do. We just say it's Hilaria's birthday.
So it is a really horrible day, right? Kaboom.
I would like to ask you a favor. I would like to ask you a small favor.
No, Alec, I'm not going to help you bury a boop-ing body. I'm not burying a dead body for you, Alec.
And that is, my wife is just, it seems like she's just centimeters shy of
a brain, integrity, being Spanish. What is she centimeters shy of, Alec?
1 million followers on Instagram. And I would like to ask you, as a birthday gift or even just gesture to
Actually, I wasn't planning on getting Hilaria anything, Alec.
my wife, would you follow her on Instagram? Obviously, I love my wife. Obviously, I'm crazy about my wife. Obviously, blah, 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 all the things we all say about people we're in love with.
Is blah, blah, blah Spanish? Is that Spanish for help me? I married a crazy boop.
My wife's the most fabulous person I've ever met in my whole life. That's true. That's true. That's definitely true. But
she needs 1 million subscribers to be validated.
would like as many of you as possible. I would like a really great surge of people to follow my wife on Instagram to say happy birthday to my wife.
Will you be doing some sort of a shooting, like some gun training? Or anything? What are you willing to? Are you willing to confess for? What are you willing to do, Alec?
Would you do that for me?
I don't think so, Alec. I mean, I'm not. We were asking a lot, right? For a guy who's shot his coworker and been a complete disaster on Instaghoul, you're asking quite a bit to subscribe to your confessed witch and girl from Boston, Spain.
Would you follow my wife on Instagram? Please?
Oh, don't beg, Alec. Come on, it's beneath you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So then there was a second video.
Okay, you can tell we got a little,
A little integrity, a little morals, a little bit of the ability to self-perceive. Spit it out, Alec. Spit it out, Alec.
party action here.
That's some quality party action. It says yappy.
A little party action here. Okay, so we're getting close. We're so close. We're so close.
We're so close. We almost did it. Almost 1 million followers. So close. But no cigar. No cigar, but so close.
To my wife at 1 million followers. I want to really, really try. Is that a better shot? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's much better. That's so much better. It's so much better, Alec. Don't shoot anybody, Alec.
My wife at 1 million followers. I really want to get to 1 million for my wife. Sure. I bought her other birthday gifts, but
Sure. I got her some stuff.
I really, really want to get her to 1 million. We're close. It's like 996,000. So,
So how many is that left, Alec? Show us your math skills.
please follow my wife on Instagram.
Please don't beg. Please don't beg, Alex.
I'm going to come back and do this again.
Do it so many times. It's still not going to work.
I'm going to come back and do this again. Till we hit that goal. Remember the old Jerry Lewis telethon?
Yeah, do it like Jerry Lewis. Except that was for people with muscular sclerosis, not people who appropriate a culture.
You're too old. You're too young. I'm too old. I'll say that again. You're too young. I'm old enough to remember the Jerry Lewis telethon. And I'm not comparing this to the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Your wife is an admitted witch and somebody who appropriated a culture and fakes an accent.
In that sense, because that was for a very serious illness. But
Your wife has a very serious illness as well, Alec. Don't sell her short.
I'm going to keep coming back live.
Maybe you're not, Alec. I mean, the shooting thing, I don't think you're... Oh, you mean today? Yeah, sure. You can do it on your own Instaghoul. But don't expect any other kind of a comeback is what I'm saying.
I wish I had a lot of celebrity guests like Jerry did. But this is the push. The big
Well, we have a former celebrity, right? Somebody who's gone down in infamy.
push. I want to get my wife to 1 million viewers. I'm at 1 million followers. So, please follow my wife.
I think most of the people that follow you already probably follow your wife. I mean, you have more followers. But the ones that, there's probably a lot of them who just haven't unsubscribed from you or unfollowed you, who no longer pay attention to you post the shooting and the other scandals. There he is. Let's see if it worked for him. It's his wife's birthday. This is the next day.
I'm getting ready to take my wife out to dinner for her birthday with a bunch of our friends.
You still have friends, Alec?
And we're downstairs. Gonna have a little birthday cake with our kids.
Then we're going to leave him behind and go out with our real friends.
Our many, many, many kids. And
We're going to leave them with the nanny.
thank you for all you people who signed on and followed my wife. We're getting close.
Still not there. Just can't do 1 million. She just doesn't earn 1 million.
We're just,
How close are we?
we're not that far away from helping her cross the line to 1 million followers.
I think she crossed the line long ago, Alec. I think you both crossed the line.
Hilaria is somebody who her social media is a big part of her platform in terms of her promotion of her work and her.
Yeah, her witches podcast and her pretending to be from an ethnicity that she has no genetic predisposition or didn't come from there. She was born in another country altogether. You know, like, yeah, that's her work. Oh, yeah, she does yoga sometimes. And she pops out a kid, allegedly.
Podcast and other things she's doing. Me too, actually. I mean, it's a very, very handy format, Instagram, for promoting my podcast. And I have a good interaction on Instagram, whereas on Twitter I have not as much of an interaction with my followers. It's much more quiet.
He's quiet on Twitter.
But I want to say thank you so much to
You're welcome, Alec.
those who did sign on.
Oh, I spoke so too soon. I gave you an you're welcome when you really weren't talking to me.
I'm glad to hear that guy, God, I'm blanking on his name now, the football player from Buffalo is recovering. Oh, God, that blew my mind. I was watching that game. Horrible.
Boom. Well, so let's put that in together with your wife's Instaghoul.
When anybody, pro, college, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the sport, when somebody gets injured like that, that's just horrifying.
What do you think caused it, Alec? Why do you think there's all these young people dropping like flies from heart conditions? What's happening, Alec?
But anyway, thank you to all of you who followed my wife for her birthday.
What about her stalkers? Are you thanking them?
And we just have, I think, a couple thousand more. If we can get 3,000 more.
So since your last time, you've only got 1,000?
I have a couple million followers, and I was hoping some of them would grant my wish.
But, they're stingy with their following, or they don't like your wife.
My request, and I think somewhere someone wrote online, I'm on Instagram begging people. Well, I don't think I'm begging people, but
yeah, you're begging.
I am hopeful that people will do this. This is a little silly gift to my wife.
It's so silly? You're saying somebody following her on Instagram is silly? Clicking a button to follow her is silly? Alec, what are you talking about? Are you saying social media is silly?
Who's always had a very, has always made very good use of social media. I'm going to sign off and go have some birthday cake. Then
Yeah, you already said that.
I'm going to go out to dinner and have some more birthday cake. I don't need to explain it to you.
2 cakes? She gets 2 cakes and 1 million followers. You want her to have 2 freaking cakes and 1 million followers? How greedy can you get, bro?
Do I? Okay. Anyway, if you could follow my wife on Instagram, that'd be great. And I'll see you guys down the road. It's at Hilaria Baldwin.
Hilaria.
You can see
Hilaria.
it.
Is it Hilaria?
In my feed. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to roll all the memes I got from Alec and Hilaria. Let's just roll them all right now. All of them, M&F and memes.
Fake.
Consider the source.
Oh, she's a white girl? Yes, I am a white girl.
So, for example, my wife's on the phone with her hairdresser or her friend. She's like, really? Okay, I can't wait to see you. That's going to be great. Fantastic. What time? 12 o'clock? My wife is from Spain. Mm-hmm. And she said, blah, blah, blah.
We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes, we have how do you say it? Cucumber. Cucumbers. We have red pepper. We have, of course.
It's not easy, and I think part of it is that I'm in shape before I have a baby, and then I stay active when I'm pregnant, and I'm not trying to stay thin. I'm just trying to keep my circulation going and stretching and keep my muscle tone up, and then we're having a baby. It was a surprise, a wonderful surprise.
And one time at band camp.
It was a surprise, a wonderful surprise.
And one time at band camp.
It was a surprise, a wonderful surprise.
Well, there was a scream I heard, which is the scream that's normally reserved if there's a spider in the house on Long Island. I'm not exaggerating.
So the first part of the book is philosophy on how to live very namaste. I have 3 little babies. I live kind of a crazy life between work and them and everything else. So it's just, how to stay calm and centered and deal with things that are coming at you. Then we can talk about food.
I'm going to kick your culo.
It's gonna kick my culo.
I'm going to kick your culo.
It's gonna kick my culo.
Honey. Honey, this is Governor Christie's fleece. This is the fleece that everyone's been looking for. Did you steal the governor's fleece?
I cannot tell a lie. I stole it. I'm his biggest fan.
I admire Governor Christie, too. New Jersey State Police. Consider the source.
Oh, she's a white girl? Yes, I am a white girl. I am a white girl.
I don't wake up and look in the mirror and go, oh, there he is. Ooh, you.
Leonela! Leonela! Basta! Las palitas, basta! Las palitas, suficiente! Ay, ay, ay.
See.
Itana idama ben? Itana! Itana, come. Dama! Itana! Itana! No! Come! Itana, come! Itana, hush!
Being upstaged by a dog. That's where my career is at right now.
Itanta! Come! Ay, ay, ay.
See. It's been a little weird. Well, here we go. Oh, good girls. Hey, Tanta, come and sit, baby. Hey, Tanta, come. Hey, Tanta, come. That's my cue. Shh. Sit. Come here. Hey, Dama, come.
It's hilarious. He'd be talking to his dogs in a Spanish accent. Like, that's how effed up things, right? Alec, your bitch doesn't speak Spanish. I mean the dogs. You don't need to speak to them in a Spanish accent. You know, English, and your wife's first language is English, as is yours. And so you can just speak in an American accent to your dogs. You know, they're dogs, right? Anyways, that's really wonderful. We some island boys doing cameo. Woody Allen's a perv. Alec Baldwin shot his coworker, and his wife thinks she's Spanish. And we're on Cameo. I'm going to pick that up. And Cameo, we're island boys, and let the island boys.
Message to say how sorry I was and shooting famous cinematographers. And then the gunshot, as you all know, the cinematography.
I want to apologize. I'm sorry that Vladimir Putin has effed with me again.
Click with, I don't know what words to use today, but if they click with them. I'd light up a couple usually when I was working, because I'm so nervous when I'm shooting to get the job done. When I was shooting, or just stupid behavior. When I was shooting.
Well, we're having a baby. How about that for a project?
Ay, ay, ay.
Cravings here. Okay.
See.
Ay, ay, ay.
See.
Ay, ay, ay.
See.
Look, he did it. 1 million followers. I wonder if Instaghoul just gave it to her. And There they are going out to dinner. Was that her birthday there? Love all you for birthday wishes and helping me celebrate 39. Here's too much cake, wild Baldwin Nito dancing parties, and getting dressed up and go out with my husband.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay, Mommy!
Yeah. It's so much fun to be a Baldwin when the cameras are on, right? Look at him go. Look at these Baldwins go. So my wife informed me that the cows had opened up the trailer doors. We were training our cows to be in the trailer so that we can move them off the property, right? And then I went out there, and we had just put the doors on the trailer. They've been going into the trailer. It's like a sort of a horse trailer, cow trailer that the doors come off. And so they were going into the trailer, but then we just add the doors. And I've been closing the doors because the cows are like a menace, especially the younger one, Coco, who pushes everything across the yard. Anything that she can move, she moves with her head, and she does it like probably an hour or two a day. So she would bend the doors, so I keep the doors closed. My wife noticed that they were open. I went over there, fed the cows, let them in, and then they eat, and then I close the doors so they don't bend them when they go out. And they had broken, I put some feed buckets in there, and they ripped one off. There was a board in the front, which I screwed these feed buckets into, but they ripped one off because they're cows, and they break everything. And so I had to fix that, and I had an old bucket that we had some minerals in the barn, and I went out and got I walked over to the new barn, and it's like kind of a ways away. And I got a power driver and a drill, drill bit, and a set of socket wrenches that fit into the power driver. And I walked back, and I realized, and I had a couple pieces of wood that I could wedge in behind the doors to make sure that the cows can't open the doors, because there's just these metal bars that go into another, like sort of a holder, and it's loose enough the cows are able to open it up. And I come back, and I realize that it's not for it's not sockets that I need. I need a screwdriver head, and I go back and get that. Dogs are with me. I walk back. Dogs are smelling everything out there because there's coyote action in our pasture, at night. So they're, and I go and I come back, and I realize I don't need a Phillips head screwdriver head. I need a star bit. I often do things like this. I finally go get back and get the bit, and I've let the bucket and the screwdriver, the power driver on the front of the trailer. And of course, Coco, the cows are really curious animals. And they got to go smell it, and she's licking the thing. I finally get everything fixed, and the doors aren't really even, so I have to have two different thicknesses of wood to put in there. It's a whole thing, right? And that all ends up taking maybe 15 minutes or so. And I come back in, and now I get to mock the Baldwins. It kind of puts everything in perspective. Anyways, let's get back to it. So they did it. 1 million followers for Hilaria. Hilaria! She deserves a couple cakes, $1 million, all of it. She deserves all those things. All good things should come to Hilaria with her Witches Coven podcast and her husband that shoots coworkers. It's all coming together for the Baldwin family. So here's JoJo Magoo. He's working his best to bring Hilaria a happy birthday. He's got something to say here.
Owes you all. I really mean this. A debt of gratitude. One we can never fully repay unless we live up to what you did. Live up to what you did. And what you did was truly consequential.
Yeah, you guys did it.
Not a joke.
It's not a joke.
If I can halt for a second and just say to you, the impact, what happened on July the 6th had international repercussions beyond...
What happened on July the 6th? The next day was my birthday.
what I think any of you can fully understand.
I don't understand. What was on July 6th?
The first meeting I had of what they call the G7, the 7 leading economies in the world, democracies. I sat down. It was in February. It was in England.
That's a long time after July.
Sat next to the president of France, across from the chancellor from Germany, etc. And I said, America's back. You know what the
Where do we go?
response was? Not a joke. For how long? For how long?
Are you lying?
And I just sat there and looked, and I believe it was the Prime Minister of Italy who said, but I can't remember for certain which of the 6 said it. And what would you think, Mr. President, if tomorrow you woke up and you had a headline in the press saying that in the British Parliament, a mob had come down the hall, broken down the doors of the House of Commons. Police officers were killed or died.
No, they didn't. They died from a stroke. They weren't killed.
The place was vandalized in order to overthrow the election of a Speaker of the House, a Prime Minister's election. Think about it.
We're thinking about it, Joe.
Think about it. What would we think if we heard that news today? Any other leading democracy in the world went through this. So, folks, these people and the people...
Okay, so I think you meant January 6th. It's Hilaria's birthday today. Did you subscribe to her Instaghoul channel or page? Okay, so beginning from where I left off yesterday, not really, I left off with JoJo Magoo, but Alec has a meme here, or a thing. He's wrote, look at this high-tech note he's left. Many thanks to everyone who helped get my wife to 1 million followers. Truly. Spanish is her first language. It's really remarkable. How many followers do you get to actually become Spanish? Is there a competition or a prize or something? Did she figure out how to say cucumber in English yet? Here's hoping. Wow, they're Alec and Hilaria taking it on the chin. Whatever. Remember you shot and killed someone last year. Maybe you should change your priorities. This is not impressive. Help a normal account get to 1 million. I wish I could leave a nice comment on her posts. I often want to say something nice, that she looks pretty or the kids are cute, etc. That's because she doesn't allow comments anymore. Of course, the very first thing she shows is breastfeeding. Attention, I'm really a woman. Alec is taking on the M&F and chin here with Hilaria. Not to be outdone, Britney Spears is back, and she's dancing harder than ever. Well, I haven't seen this. Let's see. There she goes. No comments yet. There we go, spinning. Coming in, spinning. Look at my arm. Look at my happy hands. Look at my happy hands. Look at my happy hands. Look at my happy arm. Well, bend down, spin around. I'm going fast. Look at still got my tongue. Spinning around. Spin around, spin around. I give my happy hands. Look out. I'm a magician. There was my happy arm. Hey, why did you give us the finger? that took a dark turn, Britney's. Here she is again. Look, I can hold the camera. I can hold my phone. I can wiggle my hips. I can hold the phone. I can wiggle my bottom and hold the phone. Look, I can multitask. Reaching for the sky, doing the thing, around, spin around. There's my hands. Look, I'm a fighter. Look at this. Hey, oh, hands to the sky, spin around. I'm a magician. I'm hypnotizing you. Look at my bottom. I'm spinning my bottom. I spin around my bottom, up and down and kick and back and forth and spin. There we go. There's my hair. There's my hair. There's my hands. There's my hair. There's my hair. There we go. Spin around. Yes, man, I'm back to you, spinning my bottom. Humping the pole. There we go. We're doing back and spinning around. Hey, I discovered fire. Look, I'll touch it in my tongue and see what happens. There she goes back around again.
Let me tell you something. When I be complaining about food prices, and y'all motherfuckers be like, ain't you rich? Why you complaining about lettuce? Why you complaining about this? That just goes to show me when you become successful, when you have money, you're gonna go broke soon because y'all not budgeting. I get a summary of the money that's being spent in my home every week. So when I'm starting to see that like groceries is like tripling up.
Groceries are tripling up and nobody told me?
It's like, hey, yo, what the f going on? I want to see for myself what the f shit being spent on. And like when I go to the supermarket, like I went to the supermarket, I'm seeing that everything tripled up. That like lettuce was like $2 a couple of months ago, and now it's like $7. Of course, I'm gonna say something. Because if I think that shit is crazy, I can only imagine what middle class people or people in the hood is motherfucking thinking. So yes, I'm going to say something. And I have a big platform, so I do want anybody that's responsible of these prices to put that down. They're gonna see they might put it down. So shut the.
So when Cardi B starts making sense, you know it's the apocalypse, right? But she said, "I want to know who's responsible for this." Well, I don't know, but this guy. What about this guy?
Oh, snap.
How you doing?
Hi, Biden. How are you?
Hi, Biden. Hi, bye.
How are you? The name's Joe.
My name's Joe. People call me Joe. They don't call me Biden. They call me Joe.
Well, hello there, Joe.
As a matter of fact, why don't you meet my daughter? The love of my life, the life of my love. She's a...
The one that you used to shower with? Is she that's a high because she didn't want you to shower with her when she was in her 14 or 15?
Fan of yours.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, so she's looking pretty effed up herself.
This is Ashley.
Good. How
She wipes her boop with these boops.
you doing?
You know the nickname she gave her father when she was growing up?
Mr. Stiffy. Joe Creepo. What is it? Mr. Peepers.
She'd call me Joey B. So we may be related or something.
Yep, Cardi B and Joey B.
Joey B and Cardi B.
I'm a huge fan. I just wanted to say hi.
How you doing? I feel so crazy because I feel like I'm a little bit late. But Biden, let me tell you something. When you have kids,
Yeah, Biden.
my age, like the one my age, 2 years old, your schedule never go as planned. You know what I'm saying?
Ask him about the grocery prices.
I got 4 kids, 5 grandkids. Come on. I'm an expert.
I'm an expert. He's an expert snoozler, sniffer, and groper.
I understand about kids. The most important thing in the world. They come first.
Yes, definitely.
Exactly. Wow. These guys, I mean, they're just the level of this discussion. Kids come first. They're the most important things in the world. What are they saying? It's mind-blowing. Next thing you know, they're going to say children are our future.
My kid come first. Period.
Keep it that way.
So, Joe, I heard you got some questions for me.
Oh, I do have some questions for you. First of all, I want to congratulate you. The cover of Elle, I tell you, that's pretty good. That's pretty big time, number one.
Pretty big time, cover of Elle. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. You're on the cover. But number two, thanks for your generosity dealing with people who are suffering from COVID. There's so many
Put your mask back on, Joe.
People who needlessly are in trouble, who are needlessly have died when they didn't have to.
They didn't have to. It's needless.
If we had taken the precautions we needed to. And thank you. You have a generous heart. You have a generous heart. And what I wanted to know was, tell me what's your main interest in terms of this election?
I have a whole list of things that I want and I wish and I desire.
She's got a list if she's checking it twice.
For our next president to do for us. But first thing first, let me keep it a buck. I just want Trump out. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like his mouth.
He just wants Trump out. Trump's got to go.
Gets us in trouble so much. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want, we're dealing with a pandemic right now, right? And
right.
I just want answers. I want to know when.
He wants some answers. He wants.
Over. I want to go back to my job. I want to.
Which is what? Being a criminal or a rapper or extorting money from men who you've drugged when you pretend to be a prostitute and back when you were a stripper. What is it? What is your job that you want to go back to?
Be able to go outside.
Look at this guy. Look at him. Get off my lawn.
I want to be able not to feel like I'm trapped in my home. But I don't want somebody to lie to me and tell me that it's okay to go outside. It's okay not to wear a mask, that everything is going to be okay. No, I want like a timeline of when things are going to get better. I want a president to tell me what are the steps for us to get better besides, taking precautions like with our mask and quarantining.
Quarantining.
I need somebody to tell me like, this is going to be over when we find this cure. This is why it's taking so long. This is why other countries are doing better than ours when it comes to this.
Exactly. She wants all these things.
Pandemic. I need somebody to tell me the truth, the hardcore
truth. Tell her the truth.
And also, I, of course, want free Medicare. And this is why it's important.
You ain't getting that from JoJo.
Important to have free Medicare because look what's happening right now. You see why we should have been have free Medicare for a long time.
Exactly. Free Medicare. Do you want to pay, 60% of your income in taxes? Which you are already because you're in that bracket, right? She's in New York, right? She's probably making well over $400,000 a year, so she's probably paying almost 70% in taxes.
I, of course, think that we need free college education.
Exactly. Free. You get a college education. You get a college education. In fact, don't even give them the education. Just hand out diplomas.
Second, and I want Black people to stop getting killed and no justice for it. I'm tired of it. I just want more stricter laws that is fair to Black citizens. And, it's fair for cops, too. If you kill somebody...
You gotta make it fair for the cops. I mean, the cops have to have it fair, too.
Somebody that doesn't have a weapon on them, you go to jail. You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail, too.
Joe's gonna nod off here.
That's all I want. And it's so sad.
When does Joe get to talk?
4-year-olds have voted in the same percentage as the rest of the population.
All right. So you might want to ask him now about, maybe you can meet with him again and find out about, the price of lettuce. This is the great comedian, David Coulier. And this is Alanis Morissette back when they were dating. Did anything strange strike you about this picture, right? Dave Coulier in his 20s or 30s or whatever it was. Alanis Morissette, 15 or 16 years old. Way to go, Dave. Good for you, Dave. Fort Hood's Blackjack Brigade prepares for deployment in Europe. This is a local news station here. The soldiers will spend time aiding NATO allies while overseas. World War III like, right?
In the process of sending soldiers overseas to Europe to help NATO allies. News 10's Josh Bowering attended the colors casing at Fort Hood and spoke with a few people set for deployment about what this means to them.
This is a Texas news station.
The 2nd Blackjack Armored Brigade Combat Team 1st Cavalry Division has been training for months. They cased their colors on Friday as they prepare to take on a new mission.
World War III.
So casing those colors here is a symbol of us departing the great place here at Fort Hood and moving ourselves and the entire organization forward to conduct operations in Europe.
Operations in Europe. There you go. That's the World War III tune right there.
Scheduled to deploy in groups throughout January, with some soldiers already in Europe. Those that stay back will ensure it's business as usual on post.
Exactly. But the ones going to Europe will be a part of World War III. It's just going to work out that way. Here's a great meme. GoFundMe in 1989. This is how you got GoFundMe back when I grew up. Okay, so YouTube recommended this to me. This is Kevin McCarthy, who, after multiple defeats, ended up winning his, he's now the Speaker of the House. And he's pissed. And where's that Matt Gaetz? Where's that Matt Gaetz? Where's Matt Gaetz? Hey, Gaetz. What the F, Gaetz? Gaetz, what the F? Gaetz, what the F? Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Wait, what are you talking about? What the F, Gaetz? Don't try to weasel out, Gaetz. Don't try to weasel out, Gates. I caught you. I know what you did. What are you talking about, Kevin? Kevin, what are you talking about? You know, Gates. You try to get Trump in here. You try to push your Trump agenda. Stop pushing your Trump agenda, Gates. Gates. I don't know, Kevin. I don't know what you're talking about. Kevin, I don't know what you're talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Gates. You prepossessing weasel. You know what I'm talking about. You know what you've been up to. You know what you did to me. You know. Well, why do you keep on saying I do? I don't. Hey, buddy, you know what he's talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. What's he talking about? Stop lying, Gates. I caught you. Knock it off, Kevin. You knock it off, Kevin. You knock it off. I tell you, mister. You go back there and bang your gavel. Gates, I caught you. I saw what you wrote about me on the bathroom wall. We put cameras in there last week. Yeah, Kevin, what, you spying on me, Kevin? What's up with you, Kevin? You're a little weasel. You're some kind of a perv? Don't call me a perv, you perv. Everyone knows you're a perv. Don't call me a perv. You're a perv. It's like you're the biggest perv in the house. Go sit down, Kevin. Just get out of here. Just walk away, bitch. Come on, get out of here. Go back to your seat. Kevin, we're sick of you over here. Get over here. We're sick of you. Get out of here, bitch. Walk away. That's right. Walk away, bitch. Hey, wait. Hey, you call me bitch? Who called me bitch? Who of you guys called me bitch? One of you guys go, hey, let's go. Which one of you called me bitch? Hey, which one? Is it you? Which one of you guys? Hey, come on. I'm Speaker of the House. I'm going to be Speaker of the House. Hey, you guys, I won't be treated this way. You guys, I take my football and I'm going to go home. Prince William's seething and devastated by Harry's book, Bombshells. Harry's book's Bombshells. You know, look at this guy. He's devastated. Look at this devastated MNFer. The New York Post with their page 6. Parents say their kids were brainwashed at school. Seek deprogrammers. Beth Painsky, a single mother from New Jersey. I'm from Jersey. You from Jersey? Lives in Florida. Said her children do not speak to her because they are woke and she is not. Beth Pensky, a 54-year-old single mother from New Jersey, who now lives in Florida. You guys already told us that. Never tells anyone that she's estranged from her only son and daughter. I lie all the time. Pensky, who told the Post her kids have rejected her because they're woke and she's not. I can't tell anyone. I don't have a relationship with them. I have so much shame about it. It looks awful for me. It makes me feel so I lie. Feel so terrible, so I lie. But her attitude changed when she and a number of other mothers read a Post story in November about Antebella Rockwell, a graduate of Mount Holyoke College, who claimed that she had been totally indoctrinated into a hard left ideology at the school and had to be deprogrammed. I saw Antebella's story, and my life turned upside down. I realized I wasn't alone. I saw what happened to her was similar to what I think happened to my kids. I never even considered trying to find a deprogrammer. I didn't know they existed. But I don't think it's too late for my kids. They won't even talk to me. There she is standing there. And her kids have been indoctrinated by the left. And there's nothing she can do about it. The liberal college agenda. Prince Harry takes aim at royal family ahead of their bombshell memoir release. They have briefings and leakings and planting of stories against me and my wife. Harry said in one of the 2 TV interviews, time to coincide with the book's launch. Yeah, they do. They don't play fair over there in the royal family. Wow, I just feel like I ran a marathon of stupidity. Like sometimes it's just exhausting, like how much stupid I cover here. But there'll be more stupid for tomorrow. Only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, definitely reporting for the Apocalypse and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.